Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed participants. Good evening, and a warm welcome to all of you. I hope you all can hear me and see me clearly. Before we proceed, I would like to ensure that everyone is audible and visible. Can someone confirm? Am I audible and visible?
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
Thank you. This evening, we gather here for an extraordinary sessions as part of Agni Aegis series. I'm thrilled to welcome you all to the much anticipated Agni Session 2 titled Navigating Higher Studies Opportunities. I am your host for this remarkable event, and it's an absolute privilege to be here today. Without any further ado, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. W.G.C.W. Kumara, the respected members of Faculty of Engineering, Academia, and all our esteemed registrants. Now, let us delve into today's topic, Navigating Higher Studies Opportunities, organized by IEEE Student Branch of Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. It is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker for this evening sessions, Dr. W.G.C.W. Kumara, with a distinguished career as a former head of Department of Computer Science and Engineering and the head of Department of Mechanical Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, and the director of the Dialogue 5G Innovation Center, Faculty of Engineering, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. He brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our session. As a senior lecturer in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, Dr. Chinthaka Vasantha Kumara continues to inspire and guide the next generation of learners. We are privileged to have him share his insight and navigating higher studies opportunities with us through this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Dr. W.G.C.W. Kumara, our user.
Yes, Pramod, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes, good evening to you all. And thank you very much for inviting me and for the nice presentation, nice introduction you gave. And I'm sorry that my laptop doesn't support the backdrop you shared, so I won't be able to use it. I hope it's okay. Okay. So, so can I start now then?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. So the internet seems not stable today, but it may let us wish that it may stay the same. So I will switch off the video since you saw me already. So and I will share the slides. And Chamoda, do you have any idea about the participants?
Yes, sir, we have the yes, sir. We have the 16 participants from that in most are in our university, and we have the registration from other universities as well. Then I think we have few other universities, and some from the 16 and 17, 18, 19, and 20 as well, sir.
Okay, very good. So I hope you can see my slides now.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. And I was quite busy even today and last few days, so I didn't prepare a very good slide set, but I included all the details required. Okay, and let me start the session. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this title suggested by the team, the navigating higher study opportunities. Okay, how to secure a higher study opportunity or a scholarship in the field you prefer. And I will try my best to finish it within an hour. Okay? So as usual, I have a starting and ending quote. The goal of education is to enable individuals to continue their education, or something we call lifelong education. Okay, not just to educate, learn only during the university time. So I may not follow the same flow mentioned here, but I will cover here and there these key points. Okay. So if you are looking for higher studies, what are the requirements that you should satisfy, and what are the best paths to reach your dream? Okay, if in academia, and how to apply, and how to select a university, what are the universities, and English requirements, and any other requirements. Okay. So let us move on. So about myself, like Chamod introduced, okay, I'm sharing this one again for several purposes, okay, because I know about most of you, even myself, like one of you, when I entered university in 2001, okay, I used to tell this, so there is no end. Okay, nothing can stop you if you really want, and if you have a clear dream. So I'm sharing this one for that, and the other objective of sharing this one, the path. Okay, because there are debates, the which path is good, whether which domain is good, whether academia is good, or whether industry is good. Okay, I have been to both, and there are another discussion like, should we continue in the same stream? So as shown here, so my first degree is electrical and information engineering. I did masters in ICT and PhD in computing. Now I am in computing. Okay, even though I started in electrical, the related fields, but you have freedom to move if you are interested and if you are a good fit. Okay. And many other questions like that, like, should I start higher studies just after my graduation, and should not be there any gap? No, again, there are no rules. Okay, so you may finish the undergraduate and you may start your postgraduate just after that, or if you wish, you may go to industry and find a position in academia. Or even after masters, you may go back to industry and come back to academia. Okay, so there are no rules for your dreams. Okay, and the universities. Okay, so you may have experience. You can. This is a very good opportunity, and you have there in the world there are lots of available scholarships. So if you are keen enough, if you are lucky enough, at the same time, if you try hard, you can enjoy your life, maybe spending time in several good countries, okay, while completing your qualifications. And most of the time, what is interesting is they pay for you to learn. So with that, let us move on. And please, since this is not like a lecture, okay, and this is for your information to build a good career, I would really like if you have questions and if you ask, or you may even type it in the chat box, or even later if you want, you may email me or come and meet me. I will more than happy to help to build more lecturers. Okay. So let us go through some requirements. If we have some participants, as Chamoda said, that there are participants even from 20, maybe 19 batches. Yes, you don't need to wait till the final year or third year to think about your future career. Okay, because one main requirement securing a good scholarship in a good university is your class or GPA. Okay, so you cannot think about a good GPA when you are in the final year. Okay, so you have to focus it on from the first year, first semester, right? So it's very good if you have a first class or second upper. In my case, I have a second upper. I think 3.39 out of 4 GPA. Okay. So it is good. So if you have time, try for it. If you don't have time, again, don't take it as a negative point. Okay. Even with a second upper or even with a second lower, you can try one. Okay. Even with a just pass. Okay. And the second most important requirement is publications. Okay. So if you have, at least we know that we spend only 1 year, most of our students spend only 1 year in doing a research or final year project. Okay. So that's the only time we can make a publication. Okay. So based on the situation and the other load we have, yes, we cannot go for more publications during our undergraduate time. So if we can have at least one from your final year project, yes, it's a plus. And if you are talented enough, okay, if you try your hard, if we can have several or at least one in one of the best journals conferences in the world, yes, that itself can lead you to a very good scholarship. Okay, that's why we force you, we encourage you. If you try your best to have a journal, let's say, I would say, I will show you some samples. ISL journal publication, then in a very good journal, yes, then you can definitely find a very good professor for your higher studies. Okay, maybe with a most probably with a full scholarship. Okay, so think about that one. If you have time, again, we have, even at Oluville now, we have lots of PhDs. So reach any supervisor you wish to and go and talk to him. You don't need to be in your final year. Just tell that, okay, I'm planning to go for higher studies lately. I would prefer an academic career. Can I do a research leading to a publication? So let us first think about a research, then let us think about a publication. Okay. So others may get a percentage of a scholarship. What I mean by that, okay, don't get discouraged even if you don't have a first class or second upper. Okay, it's an open world. So even you don't have a class, still keep applying. Okay, so you may get a scholarship, let's say 50%. So in that case, if the scholarship is 10 million worth, you can still save 5 million if you have 5 million to bear with. Can you still hear me and see the screen?
Yes, sir. Both audible and visible.
Okay, very good. So let us move on. And about the publications. So this one I will share with the, so most of the students, if you have attended my classes, you must have seen these things. Else, I will, in brief, I will share this. So you know this Google Scholar, okay, scholar.google.com. They are in this left side. You click the drop down box, then you get this metrics. Okay, there you can see the fields. So these are the topmost publications in the world. Okay, like Nature, Science, Lancet, Cell. So these are well-known one. Okay, as an example, I will tell an example. Like my PhD professor said me, Chintaka, if you can have one paper in one of these in your lifetime, that's enough. Okay, so have a target. If you have a first class, have a target. One day I'll have a publication in one of these. Okay, and then from here you can go to these categories. Let's say engineering. Then we have the topmost publications related to engineering. Okay, as example, this is conference on computer vision and pattern recognition. This is normally referred as CVPR. Okay, if you have several or at least one publication in CVPR, you can go and search even in the LinkedIn. Okay, there are some PhD calls or lecturer calls or industry job calls mentioned in that. Okay, one requirement is having a paper in CVPR. Okay, and we can further dig down. Let's say subcategories. Okay, since I am from computing, I will go to computing. Okay, computer vision and pattern recognition. So there you can see the topmost journals in that particular subcategory. Okay, so these are the best. Similarly, you can dig down into your field, okay, your research, and you can find the best journals, conferences there. Let's say again, if you are trying for a scholarship, higher studies, you can check these still not to publish, okay, but to learn about these journals and the conferences. So then maybe during an interview or while searching for good papers to prepare your documents, this may be helpful. Okay. So let us move back to the slides. So then research direction. Okay. Again, I know even I myself had these confusions. Okay, what should I do for my master's research? What should I do for my final year project? Where should I continue for my PhD? So again, don't think too much. Okay, as said, there are no rules in higher studies. Even though some says no, there are no rules. You can be your own. Okay, based on your interest, you can find your interest, the future directions, research directions. Okay? So it can, if your final year project is good, if you have learned a lot during that time, and during the final year project, you may have learned that okay, these things are more researchable. I can do more work. Yes, then that is a very good future direction. Yes, Nirosh, please. Any questions? Okay, seems not. Samad, you can still
Yes,
hear me, right?
possible.
Okay. If I miss some messages, please remind me.
Okay, sir.
So as said, that's why especially the groups I supervise during the final year project, I recommend the students to read a paper, research paper per week. So this way, you learn what is happening in the industry and in academia. Okay? So then you know what are the best universities in the world working in that field. You may know what are the best professors in the world working in that particular field. You may know what are the most recent keywords or trending keywords in that research. So then, towards the end of your research, you are clear about your path. Okay. Oh, you can even pick a completely different topic because we just completed our undergraduate. Okay, so we still have our freedom to select our field in that domain. As an example, we have electrical and electronic engineering students. So you may go either in electrical direction, electronics direction, telecommunication, computing, automation, robotics. Okay, so we can select among that. Okay, so that's why I said during my undergraduate, I focus more on telecommunication and electrical side. Then my master's, it was more into networking. So then for the PhD, it was completely about computing. Then what are the available higher education degrees in the world? So we have several categories. Okay? Like we have master degrees. The main categories are master degrees and the PhDs. Okay? Again, master degrees, we have different versions, different varieties, right? So there are, you may have even heard, you may have even see here, there are master degrees, like sometimes advertised as 1 year masters in, let's say, renewable energy by coursework. So it's just 1 year, maybe 2 semesters. You just have to follow several courses, sit for the exams, and complete it. Okay, no research component. And there are some masters, you have 1 year coursework, 1 year research. Okay, some masters maybe 3 semester research, 1 semester research. And there are more varieties, like there are full-time masters, part-time masters. Again, based on the requirement. But if you are preferring a academic career, as an example in Sri Lanka, you need a research full-time masters. Okay, there's no point of doing other things if you are preferring an academic career. Again, if you are leading, if you preferring a PhD, yes, better having a full-time research-based masters. Then masters lead into PhD. There are some universities in the world, okay, you apply for the masters, lead into PhDs. Okay, means, okay, you apply, you get selected for the masters, you follow it. If you do it good, if you maintain a good GPA, maybe several publications, they will support, they will provide you scholarship to continue to the PhD. This is very interesting and advantageous, because you may continue the same research, same professor, if you have a good relationship, and it may save your time. Okay. And MPhils. MPhils is, in my experience, I heard this word mostly only in Sri Lanka. It's not that famous in some other countries. So it is something in between. Okay. Then we have PhDs. Again, in PhDs, you may see these varieties. Okay, there are direct PhDs. Direct PhDs means just after your undergraduate, let's say you are an exceptional student. Let's say you have 3.98 GPA and several publications. Okay, and one publication in the best journal in the world in that domain. Yes, then you have a fair chance of securing a very good direct PhD. Okay, so if you are in that category, please try for it and come and ask from us. Okay, we would be love to help you. Okay? Then you can even apply after masters. Okay, so that one advantage I saw, let's say if you may apply for a direct PhD, if you are exceptional, as I said, I know one lady, she graduated from Peradeniya and she got a PhD scholarship in UK. So within 3 years, she returned back with the PhD title. Okay, so that is exceptional. And other way around, let's say you graduate here and you quickly start a local master. Maybe let's say Peradeniya or Moroturu. Then within 2 years, you complete it. Then you have a higher chance of getting a good PhD scholarship somewhere abroad. So some of the students, some people I have noticed, they are keep trying for a PhD without having a master scholarship. Sorry, master qualification. So sometimes they apply, they try several years, but those who complete a master's may get an opportunity early. Okay? So that is again, I said I will be sharing lots of my experience so that you can secure your future, uh, shortening the time. Then research. So some research, some PhD scholarships, when you apply, uh, research is already defined. Okay, what to do, what to achieve, what experiment to do. It's like professor is well aware. Okay, because everything is defined. Okay, but some undefined. Then you have to suffer a lot. Okay, I would not say suffer. You have to spend more time. But again, one advantage, I think I have it in a next slide. You will be developed as a good researcher. That's what happened to me, because I spend time on a one full-time master's with the research and a very long PhD, around 5+ years, research based. Nothing was defined by the time I start. So I struggled, but it developed me. Yes, this is what I said. Okay, which path is better, the direct PhD or regular higher education? Okay. So I said, if you can go for a direct PhD, yes, why not? You should go for it. Okay, it will save a lot, several years of your age and less stress, all defined. Hmm? And regular higher studies, again, it may take more time and you'll be well developed as a good researcher. Okay, you'll be more confident on your capacity. Any questions? Okay, I'll continue because I want to share everything within this time and I'll be sharing the slides as well. So this one, university rankings in the world. Okay. This I again tell to the students, or even for yourself, if you have a good GPA, okay, or if you are really keen on securing one, why not start from the best university? Okay, who knows how lucky we are, right? So there are university ranking, famous university ranking websites like this. There are a lot. So these are several famous. Okay, Times Higher Education University Ranking and QS World Ranking. I will show you one. So like this one, Times. Okay, if you are new to this website, I will very briefly show you. As an example, I can filter here. So I will make this category overall. Okay, and anywhere in the world, any subject. Okay, I may filter engineering. No engineering, computer science. Okay, I'll filter. Okay, electrical and electronic engineering. Yes. So then these are the best universities in the world. These are Chinese or Asian, I think. These are regional rankings. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's go to home. World university rankings. Okay. I said my internet is little slow. Yes. Now we will search here. Okay, and from here, first, these are the best universities. University of Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge, Stanford, MIT, CIT, Princeton. You must have heard these names. California, Yale, Imperial College London, Columbia University, ETH Zurich, Chicago Peninsula, John Hopkins, Tsinghua, China, Peking, China. Okay, so list continues. So let's say electrical engineering. So these are the best. And let's say you prefer, let's say Taiwan. So these are the best universities in Taiwan in the electrical and electronic engineering. So this is one way for you to start. Okay, my recommendation again, if you are confident enough and if you prefer a country, start from the best. Okay, you may spend 1-2 months on that, or maybe every day you go to one university. You go through all the details, curriculum, professors, how to apply. Get familiar with that. So similarly, you may go through QS World Rankings as well. Then about the scholarships. So there are well-known, okay, renowned scholarships in the world. Okay, I am not a recipient of any of those. Okay, so again, if you are an exceptional, okay, over the best, so then you may consider some of these scholarships. Okay, even having a first class or second upper, you may try it. Okay, no harm. So this Chevening, Fulbright, Endeavour, Eiffel, great scholarships, and then the Mongbushu. Please try them. And a good avenue to get more details are the respective embassies in the country. You can go to Japanese embassy's website. You can get the Japanese higher education scholarship details. And normally, time to time, they even conduct sessions explaining the procedures. So, as said, I'm trying to finish this within an hour. So I'm giving you the links, hints. Okay. So if you are interested in, please explore further. Then English language requirements. Most of the universities in the world nowadays, if the program is in English, English language is a requirement. Okay. So these are the most famous language exams, English language exams in the world now. Okay. TOEFL, IELTS, Pearson, and Duolingo. Okay. And but conceptually, all the language, the exams test in the same set of requirements, same set of skills. Okay, but maybe the price, or maybe the preferred countries, or maybe the level of difficulty, trustness, okay, may be different from one to one. I cannot judge on that, but there are many internet material for you to read on that one. Okay. Again, I share this one. Let's say you are now in second year. Okay, you may finish things in 2 years. Okay? Or you are in third year. You may finish things in 1 year. So normally these certificates valid only for 3 years. Okay, and if you are in the third year, and if you have time and money, you don't need to wait till you graduate to sit for the exams. Okay, we can do the exam in the third year. So let's say within 1 year, 2 years time you finish. Yes, then you are ahead of others. You are ready to apply. Okay, so please try. Then language skills. Any of these, the English exams, they measure these 4 skills. Okay, listening, speaking, writing, reading. Okay, so you have, again, if you are planning to take the exam, okay, first decide the exam you are going to take. Okay, so there are several factors you can consider. As example, you prefer going to US, then they prefer TOEFL mostly. Okay, and you can even go to the particular universities you are going to apply and read what is their English requirement. If they have told, if they have mentioned, okay, then it may give you higher chance. And mostly Australia, they prefer IELTS, okay, or UK. So like that, if you have decided the country, then better decide the exam after that. And then there are enough resources to develop these skills even in the YouTube. Okay. And another hint I tell here, if you have already graduated, if you are planning to take test, what I have noticed, students trying to prepare for the exam and then sit for the exam. It will never happen. Okay. So what I advise, go and register for the exam. Okay. Then I have only 1 month, 2 months. Then it forces you to prepare. Okay. Otherwise, you are keep postponing, keep dragging, it will never happen. Can you still hear me?
Yes, audible and visible.
Am I audible?
Yes, audible and visible.
Okay, very good. So then the English language test comparison, I just included it for your information. You can find many similar comparisons. Okay, normally IELTS, the range is 1 to 9. TOEFL IBT, internet-based testing. So the maximum is 120. And computer-based, it is 300. I'm not sure whether it is available now or not. Pearson, it is 0 to 90. So you can get an idea by comparing what should be the grade required or the mark required. That is, again, you can look at your university requirements. Some universities, they specify, okay, I need IELTS 9, or I need TOEFL 110 plus. Okay, then if they have specifically mentioned that, yes, you have to achieve that. Then GRE, I'm not an expert on this one. Okay. So this one, if you are preferring going USA, okay, so please explore more about this. So this is a general exam. So if you have a good score in GRE, so again you better go through the US Embassy in Sri Lanka website for further details. Then how to find an opportunity? Okay, there are several ways. The one thing, these are the things we see, like, okay, you graduate and you go back home. Okay, so after you graduate, if you don't have a job, I always recommend to stay here. Okay, because once you go back home, you relax, your time just pass by. Okay, stay here as an instructor or join as a lecturer, because when you stay here, you get more opportunities. We get through the UGC, through VC, and through other academics, lots of higher study opportunity emails. So we normally share with others. So if you are interested in, yes, stay in academics. Then through contacts, I got both my master's and PhD scholarships through contacts. Okay, like my seniors, they invited me. Okay, they introduced me to supervisors, and then that's how I got it. Yes, you definitely should have the qualifications. So that's why I recommend stay with your seniors. Okay, not to stay with them for always, but you may have a good contact with the top students in your senior batches, or from other universities, or with your lecturers. Okay, that through those contacts we can secure some good opportunities. And university websites. Okay, as I said before, let's say we find the country and then we find the best universities in that country. Then you can go to that university website, and most of the university websites, they have some keywords like OIA, Office of International Affairs, or prospective students, or apply. Like that, you can search for those words. There must be a dedicated web page for the applications, including the scholarships. I will show you 2 examples in the coming slides. The next way, like let's say you go to a website of a foreign university and you go to the department and you go to the profiles of the lecturers. Then let's say I go and read about his recent publications, his uh, papers, his research interest. Okay, let's say I did a final year project about voice recognition, and I found, let's say, Singapore University. One professor is working on the same algorithm that I have worked. So then you can email him. You can email him, sir, I'm so and so. I have completed my undergraduate, my transcript attached, degree certificate attached. I work on this one for my final year project, and these are the algorithms used. We publish our findings in this journal. Okay, paper is attached. If there is an opportunity, or it would be better if I can work with you for higher education. Do you have any opportunities? No harm writing to any professor like that. Hmm? So most of the professors are also looking for good students. That is the truth. So if you can show your talent and you have the skill set he is looking for, yes, most probably they will reply and you may get an opportunity. Okay. And through the embassies like Japanese embassy, US, UK embassies, Australian embassy, New Zealand embassy. So the embassies from good countries where the higher education is solid, they normally advertise these scholarships through the embassies. And there may be website dedicated for the educational opportunities in those countries. Okay? So you better go through the embassy website. And agents, okay, I displayed this not as an advertisement, because I what I like, the reason to share this, because this person told me he's specifically helping first classes and second uppers. So if you have a first class or second upper, if you are preferring going to Finland, you may contact him. Okay, then they know the procedures. Okay, that is like if you have money to spend, through the agents, it will be very easy for any country. Then through websites like LinkedIn. Okay, I will show you some examples. In the next slide, I have one. Okay, like here. So I search in LinkedIn. You can go to jobs. Here, jobs, and then in jobs you can search PhD student worldwide, or you can specify the country you want, and it lists down the scholarship opportunities. So, okay, like PhD student development of trustworthy AI systems for critical infrastructure. So this is Zurich and University of Bern, Switzerland, and communication systems, Sweden. 9 PhD candidates. This is Norway. So these very interesting PhD students, Huawei, and they must be doing a collaboration research in Germany. Okay, so this is also a good avenue, and similarly there are several famous websites. You can go through them. Then applications, how to apply. Normally there are two applications, or some universities they have both applications in the same application web page, or some they have two. So most of the university applications are now online. Okay, you can find the link, you can go and fill your documents, and you better read the instructions. There must be instructions. Okay, so this is where we normally fail, because so most of these good universities are in developed countries. So they have well-developed, well-organized procedures. Okay. So we better read it like as an example, if they are asking for the TOEFL, so we better provide TOEFL. Okay, rather than explaining, okay, I have IESL, I don't like TOEFL. So if our answers are very specific to the point, yes, they like our applications rather than disturbing the process. Okay. And most of the universities, then they have in the next page, you have the scholarship application, or some universities or some institutes, they have scholarship application, and along with that, you specify the university. Okay. So then intakes. Universities, we cannot go in register at any time at in any university. Okay, normally there are two intakes in any university in the world. The main intake is in summer around September, and fall intake is in January. It may be different in Australia, like the countries below the world and in the top part of the world. So you better read about these details in their website. So what I tell this one again, now it is July. So almost all the university websites, now the deadline is passing or very soon ending. Okay, so you can prepare for the fall. So especially if you are in the third year, fourth year, you can plan now, okay, around what time I will finish my degree. Okay, let's say if you have only one semester to be completed and all other things are completed, no harm applying from now on. You can apply with the result you have now. And you can mention that, okay, I will finish by this date. And if completed before that, I will provide all the necessary document. Okay, if not, don't worry, they will not consider the application, but you can still learn the process. Okay, so as said, I will show you two websites which I am familiar with. Okay, this is AIT Thailand, where I did my master's. I have only 8 more minutes. AIT Thailand. So I'm just showing these two examples because the procedure is same for most of the universities. Okay? So you can go to apply and admissions. Okay? All other details are there: admissions, eligibility, financial aid, tuition and fees, student housing, apply online, FAQs. Okay? So let's see admissions. So here we have deadlines and notifications. Okay, as said, August semester, term intake, January intake, like that. And January semester term intake, 20th December is the deadline for overseas applicants. And March term intake, only for management, 15th February is the deadline. So we can see that, like as example, 25th July is for other applicants. And 30th June is the deadline for overseas applications requiring educational visa. So if you are applying to engineering in AIT, you should process your application before June end. And if you are applying for these scholarships, AIT scholarships, including Royal Taiwan government, Royal Thailand government, RTG scholarships, fellowships, you should process your applications before 10th June. Okay, so please read about these details. Then you can secure good scholarships. Else you applied like 15 June, you not getting the scholarship is not surprising. Yes, I included the same web page I just showed you. In NCU Taiwan, in NCU Taiwan, as I said, they have a separate website for Office of International Affairs, oia.ncu.tw. edu.tw. Okay, and there I found this link, NCU scholarship application. See, application time is July 1st to July 20th. Late submissions are not accepted. So 20th is tomorrow. So we cannot do it every day now. Normally, that's why I tell these two students, uh, keep checking the websites. Okay, so some of our students, you could have applied for this. So and next year maybe you can inform others. Okay, Mali, apply before 20th July. Then what to do after PhD? If you complete one, I'm just sharing this again to encourage you. There are more opportunities. Like you can go for another degree called postdoctorate. That is called postdoc, and actually it is a paid job. Okay? So not only the scholarship, you are getting a good pay. Then you can apply for lecturer positions, or you can even go to industry. There are lots of R&D jobs which requires the PhD holders in the industry. Very good pay. Then salary job market after higher studies. Yes, there are more opportunities. Okay, especially in the country now, we have around 50% vacancies in academia. Okay, so it's not a bad job. Uh, Salary is not so good now, but still okay. If you prefer staying in the country, if you don't like to go abroad, yes, it's a good opportunity. And in foreign countries, that's also I wanted to show you. Like as example, so this one I wanted to show you. This is a senior lecturer, associate professor, biomedical science in University of New England, Australia. Uh, if you are in the category level D, so it will be 165,000 Australian dollars per annum. Okay. AUD2. Let us first divide this by 12. Okay. AUD2 LKR. So it's 3 million. If you even you had to pay 1.5 million as tax, you have 1.5 million, 15 lakhs left. Okay. So keep trying to, okay, there are lots of opportunities. Very high salary. So I included that screen as well. Then options. Okay, if you still now higher studies, but you don't prefer academic, so then I would recommend rather than master's PhD because they may not worth that much in the industry. So then you may go for certificates like Cisco, Juniper, Microsoft. Like there are thousands of industry certificates now. Okay, so these may like again higher education opportunities, but will be better suited in the industry. And I think that is the one. But before I finish, I didn't show you how to go through a professor's website. I will show you like with the NCU itself. I will go to the department where I studied at NCU CSIE Taiwan. Department of Computer Science and Information Engineering, staff. So let's say, as example, he's now chair professor, Professor Su. She's associate chair, Professor Chang, like that. Okay. So he's my professor. Okay, as an example, let us say this professor. As far as I remember, she's working on wireless sensor networks algorithms, and she's kind of a extremely talented professor. So, link. Is not available here, so I can copy her name, then type Google Scholar. We may be using a different name in the publications. So let us search another one. Okay, let us search the same chair professor. Yes, this is his profile. Okay, and you can order it by the year. Then you can see what are his recent publications. Okay, uh, video using so compressing video and data analytics, simulation, learning based image, Chinese character recognition, vision attention. So we can see that he is someone working in the image processing domain, but he has made only 2 publications in 2023, and his publication the citations are decreasing over the time. Okay, so seems you should not judge a person like that, but it's like his interest in research may be decaying. Okay, so it may not be a good option then. Okay, or else we can even search, let's say, image processing, let's say computer vision. There is professor name Linda Shapiro. Okay, so you can see that she has 1, 2, 3, 4 publications. She's old, I think, but her profile is improving, and there are 26,000 citations. So it's a good professor. I mean, like you may consider applying. Okay. Yes, that's it. So this is the closing quote. The climb is tough, but the view from the top is worth it today. Hmm? So if you can go up to the PhD level, yes, we will support in our maximum, because we need lot more PhDs in the country and in the world. Okay. So then, thank you very much. If you have any questions, you may ask now, or you may call me, or email me, or come and meet me anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening and engaging sessions. Your expertise has provided us a valuable insight and into higher studies opportunities. Now it's time to you, our esteemed audience, to active participants to ask the questions. If you have any questions, please feel to ask now. My answer, I have one question. If it is suitable for that doing that masters and PhDs in same domain.
No harm. No harm. Again, as I said, there are no rules and regulations. What happens if you let's say if you do the same thing in the undergraduate, masters and the PhD, so means you are very solid in that domain. So what we need is that is lacking when we are in the undergraduate. In undergraduate, we learn lots of subjects. So we think we need to learn whatever the new things coming in. Okay, it's difficult. What we need is, with the time, you should be an expert in one field. At the same time, you should know some other fields. So that is the modern requirement in the world.
We are waiting another 1 minute. If you have any questions to ask, please feel to ask.
No, I said, I think I told this before also, we now, coming from Ruhuna, Hapugala, now we see lots of PhDs generated from Hapugala. Okay, but now at Oluville, maybe there are some other participants as well, but we also need to have more PhDs from Oluville, right? So we will support. So if you have opportunity, if you love it, please go for it.
Thank you very much, sir. Then now I kindly invite Dr. Chintakawasantha Kumara to accept the token of appreciation from IEEE SUSL student branch from that insightful sessions.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, really kind of you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much, sir, for your expertise and engaging these sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come off the end of the today's sessions, I would like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has made this event as a successful. First and foremost, a big thank to you, an esteemed speaker, Dr. Chintakawasantha Kumara, for sharing his valuable knowledge and insight with us today. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to the academic members, Professor M.A.L. Halim, Dean, and the Counselor of the IEEE Student Branch of Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, and that Dr. P.M. Alagon, Head, Department of Electrical and Telecommunication Engineering, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. And your contribution has been instrumental in making this event possible. Special thanks to our design partners for creating inputs have added an extraordinary touches and professionalism to these sessions. Your collaborations is greatly appreciated. Lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to all the participants who join us today. Your active participations and enthusiasm have made these sessions a truly interactive and enrichment experience. We look forward to your continued support and invite you to join us our coming up sessions as well. Together, let's continue and explore and expand our knowledge in the exciting field of those. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Good night.